Alright, so I figured I'd film something today, talk about the shadow. You have the front end on there, new hood and all that stuff. Before it gets too hot, because it's going to be freaking hot today, so I figured I'd shoot a little video real quick, edit it up, and yeah, talk about the shadow and talk about some other random stuff I have going on in my backyard here in the city. So, yeah, let's get on to it, see what's going on with the shadow. Engine update, front end, all that good stuff. Stay tuned.
Let's go off when I enter the building.
Well, as you can see, the front end is changed out from the 88 style to the 89 and newer style. Sundance. Got the hood, headlights. You saw taillights from the previous video, so it's coming along. I would sell the hood and the front end pieces off of the one I had, but I mean, one of the reasons why I did this too is it was in bad shape. It was rusted up, it was just weak, it was real bad, so probably just going to set them aside, and if someone absolutely needs them, I'll probably just give them away then and just pay for shipping. But yeah, that's the front end. I guess we can go on and look at the engine, because I have a bunch of that taken apart, so we can look at that and see what that looks like, and yeah, kind of a status update on the Shadow. As you can tell, the engine's taken apart. Yeah, found out that the 4-piston right here had no compression, and that is for good reason, because the piston is barely held together. I'll see if I can find it real quick. But the piston's barely held together, basically holding prayer. That's how it's held together. Head is off of it as well. The head doesn't look too bad. I'm going to take it to a machine shop. This is a must with these cars. I used to have one back in the day, so I got another one. But these heads are aluminum, so they're known for warping if you blow a head gasket, or in this case, lose compression. I mean, the head gasket doesn't seem to be bad condition, but all of my head bolts were loose. I didn't have to really put any effort into loosening them at all, so that's not a good sign. So that could have been a vacuum leak in there causing it to, I don't know, detonation. But it melted the piston. Yeah, here it is. You guys are gonna be able to see it or not, but see in the camera. See, like right here, it's all melted. Then there's cracks in it. I mean, like this should have come apart. Look at that. There's aluminum in there melted from the melted piston, and there's some on the wall. But I don't see any visible damage to the block or the head. So definitely taking it to a machine shop, have them check it out. So basically, I got to pull this out and strip it down, and they're going to clean it up and check it and let me know best route if I need to get a new engine for it, or if they can work with it. I don't really want to bore it out. I know you can, but I really don't want to. I hope the head's not warped. I don't want to have to reflatten that and have a couple hot spots, as they call them. But I'm hoping that with the head check and everything else, it'll be fine. I caught it just in time. I'm really hoping. 'Cause I mean, like, it was puff and smoke. There was perfect compression on these three. This one had nothing, no compression at all. I was like, oh, we found that problem. I was blowing smoke probably out the rear main seal, but it had a lot of pressure. And the person I bought the car from said he did a bunch of work to this car, and I'm not seeing it. The turbo might be a better turbo upgrade. If he was running the amount of boost he said he was running on this car, I can see why it did that. I mean, he said he has a high flow fuel pump in it, which I can't verify, the tank will be coming down. I mean, I've got plugs everywhere that they're broken. I don't know where half this shit goes. It's broken. The fuel injectors, they appear to be stock. They got Chrysler stampings on them, so they're stock. So if you put a high flow fuel pump in here, I don't know why he's taxing out the injectors. So probably gonna get a different fuel rail and fuel injectors, get the head built. And he said he was running like 30 pounds of boost or whatever in here, which I guess it varies on what size your turbo is, but that's a lot for what I'm looking at. Stock internals, stock fuel injectors. I mean, he had a cash can. I put another one in here. He's got an Excel. I believe it's an Excel. It's yellow. I don't know if he just painted this or what, but that's going to get changed out because I don't know if it's even what it is. I mean, I've got Magnacore wires on here that might be okay. They should be fine. I'll check those too. But there's a lot of stuff that was said was done in this car that I doubt that it was even done. So now that I got it, it's going to be done. It's going to be done right. Redo oil feed lines and drain lines. Just do it the right way. I want to have this car run for a while and be fun. So, yep, that's the Shadow so far. It's gonna need a lot of work, but you know, for 400 bucks, I mean, I can't complain. They're coming harder and harder to find, and some people want ridiculous amounts of money for these things because they are so hard to find. So this one will have new life. Get it painted, get the body work done, motor work done, put new wheels on it. It'll be a nice little cruiser. But yeah, this is the update so far with the Shadow. Grand Prix coilovers are still doing good. Like I said, a little bouncy, but for just about 300 bucks for coilovers, and you really can't complain too much. It's under the cover right now. The Dakota's going to be getting a Y pipe replaced on it because it's bad. So gonna have that. Hopefully that'll come in the mail today. Get that put on there, and that's about it for right now. Grand Am's still on hiatus. That's going to be a complete teardown and rebuild. Pretty similar to this car actually. So I do have my projects lined up for me. I'm not really going to follow any sort of build time frame for any of these. It's going to be just whatever I feel like doing, whatever parts I have. I'm just going to post a video up of whatever I'm doing and just kind of go by ear. It's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to do a bunch on this car and finish it and do a bunch on that car. It's going to be like, oh, I'm going to get this little bits of this car done. Putz around with that car a little bit while I don't have parts, you know, whatever. Basically, this is how I know all my people have project cars. They don't do it all one car at a time and then go to the next car. It's pretty much, they have a bunch of cars. They just do whatever they feel like doing at that time. Sometimes you get burnt out on one car, so you go to the other car to do it. You get burnt out on that car, you come back. Sometimes it's just better to have fresh eyes on a project, or just start another project with like what you have and take a break from it, because you'll get burnt out, and then that's when you make mistakes, you cut corners, and that's when you start blowing stuff up. So, but yeah, I think I'll show you the other thing I got going on in my yard too. I never stop in this house, I swear. I know it's completely random. You can see them. I have chickens. Marilyn and Audrey. Started out as little chickens, now they're big chickens. But I have chickens. It's crazy, I know. In the city, I have chickens. Project cars. Project chickens? I don't know. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for subscribing. And till next time, fix it yourself. Make your own dreams come true. And don't listen to haters. Do what the fuck you want to do.
Alarms go off when I enter the building.